Welcome to Hero Villains. Who do you think would win when Elektra faces Jessica Jones? Two fates collide in a fiery clash. Elektra Natsios is the legendary assassin of the underworld, raised in a harsh environment and trained to become a master killer from an early age. She is known for her cold demeanor, terrifying speed, and close combat skills that border on perfection. Elektra can move as silently as the night, wielding her iconic sai while possessing reflexes and agility far beyond any ordinary human. She is both a warrior and a phantom, striking fear into any enemy who dares to face her. Jessica Jones follows a completely different path. After an accident that caused her to absorb a special form of energy, Jessica gained superhuman strength, able to bend metal as if it were paper, and deliver punches powerful enough to take down an opponent in an instant. Her incredible durability allows her to survive battles that would crush an ordinary person with a single hit. Though she is not a martial arts expert, Jessica compensates with raw power, resilience, and a hardened spirit forged by deep emotional scars from her past. The confrontation between Elektra and Jessica Jones is marked by contrast. One is a refined assassin, the other a storm of explosive force. Any battle between them is violent and unpredictable. Before we dive into the analysis, please hit the subscribe button and remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thank you very much. Elektra enters the fight with the cold confidence of an assassin who has faced death countless times. Her strength becomes evident when she lifts Danny Rand as if he were nothing more than a lightweight object and jumps from the second or third floor without hesitation. After being resurrected by the Hand and becoming Black Sky, Elektra's body undergoes a complete transformation. She is nearly unaffected by attacks, though the full extent of this ability remains a mystery that keeps her enemies on edge. Her reflexes and speed are razor sharp, turning every movement into a deadly dance so fast that others can barely track it. Even more frightening is her strange sound-based attack, a whisper that seems harmless yet carries enough force to send opponents flying. Elektra can also use hypnosis, easily shaking the resolve of those who face her. Her mind operates with powerful instinct, sharpened like a predator's. Every sense is heightened to the extreme, allowing her to perceive movement, sound, and even the intentions of her enemies in the next breath. When Elektra moves, it feels like watching a silent breeze drift by, only to transform into an unstoppable storm in the very next moment. Her sharp instincts and unbreakable spirit create a warrior feared by anyone who hears her name. Elektra always unsettles others, with the strange combination of her cold beauty and her overwhelming power. Her strength and durability continue to shock those who witness them. She can withstand large amounts of toxin without collapsing, and her reflexes are so acute that she can slice a grenade in half just before it explodes or catch a knife thrown by the Punisher at deadly speed. Elektra always acts with the composure of someone who understands every movement of her opponent. She once dodged a laser blast from Dodge and remained conscious after a devastating shoulder strike from Red Hulk, something few warriors could endure. Her body seems built to face danger. She has leaped from cliffs hundreds of meters high onto solid ice without injury, survived near the epicenter of a massive explosion, and endured heavy impact from Iron Man of the Year 2099. Even when struck by magical lightning, Elektra continued fighting with an iron will. After resurrecting the man she loved, she wiped out an entire group of assassins, only collapsing because of the demonic interference within her mind. When she regained consciousness in freezing water, Elektra immediately launched herself at a team of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents and eliminated them all without missing a breath. Elektra always appears like a silent black wind, yet every time she steps into a battle, the world around her seems to shift. She has faced towering monsters and dark cults, forces that constantly hunger to swallow all light. One of her most impressive achievements is defeating Bullseye after being resurrected from the very death he inflicted upon her. Elektra's combat prowess is evident when she takes down Razor Fist, and later teams up with Shang-Chi to confront Kingpin's forces. In her confrontation with Taskmaster, she nearly surpasses him entirely in speed, only slowing when he replicated Daredevil's movements, causing her mind to hesitate for a brief moment. Even so, Taskmaster at that time had been enhanced by the Super Soldier Serum. Yet, Elektra still managed to defeat him after a fierce duel. It is important to remember that she had previously faced several superhumans sent by the God of Light, and those battles had already worn down her stamina significantly. Elektra also charged into a crowd of poisoned civilians. She could not fully subdue them, but she fought with enough intensity to survive the chaos. Every strike of her blade proves that Elektra possesses not only skill, but an iron will strong enough to overcome giant bodyguards and seemingly invincible opponents. She even confronted the Absorbing Man, an adversary many would avoid. Elektra is undeniably powerful. She also possesses exceptional reflexes and speed, enhancing her ninja abilities to a level few can match. I truly hope you will subscribe to the channel. It helps us a great deal and you are absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Jessica Jones has always been one of the street-level heroines. Her strength comes not only from her superhuman power, but also from the emotional wounds that once broke her and later made her stronger. Before becoming the well-known heroine from the Netflix series, Jessica was an ordinary high school student at the same school as Peter Parker. In Alias issue 22, she even saw Peter at the moment she intended to speak to him, but destiny changed course when he was bitten by a radioactive spider and began his journey to becoming Spider-Man. Jessica's life shifted again when she had an accident and fell into a coma, only to wake up in the midst of an event connected to the Galactus trilogy. Experiments conducted on her body to activate latent superpowers turned her once peaceful life into something much more complicated, and she was adopted by the Hellcat family to begin a new chapter. Her power led her into endless adventures where light and darkness always intertwined. Jessica was once a victim of the Purple Man, who used his mind control abilities to torment her physically and emotionally. What is remarkable is that despite everything, Jessica refused to let her past consume her. She overcame that haunting shadow, rediscovered herself, and slowly opened her heart to those who believed in her. It was in the Pulse issue 14 that Jessica met Luke Cage, beginning a connection that made her journey warmer in a world full of fractures. Jessica Jones closed an important chapter when she married Luke Cage in New Avengers Annual issue 1. The moment became even more special when Stan Lee himself appeared to officiate the wedding, creating a highlight that was both humorous and meaningful. After the ceremony, Jessica sought out Luke to talk about something she had been thinking about for a long time. With her characteristic sincerity and slight awkwardness, Jessica revealed that she was carrying his child. Luke's reaction was not fear, but calm warmth. He told her they would raise the baby together, as if destiny had already chosen them to be a true family. Not long after, Jessica gave birth to a baby girl and named her Danielle Cage in Pulse issue 13. The arrival of that little child brought light into their lives amid the chaos of the superhero world. Danielle became living proof of the love and resilience Jessica had built through countless painful events. And for those who ever wondered whether Peter Parker knew about the quiet affection Jessica once held for him, the answer has been confirmed. In New Avengers issue 51, when the team gathered after the Skrull invasion that left everyone suspicious of one another, Clint Barton asked Spider-Man to reveal his true identity. This moment forced Peter to reflect on his past, including the memory of the girl who once stood behind the school hallway. The story became even more interesting when Luke Cage accidentally learned that Jessica Jones once had a silent crush on Peter Parker. It made him feel slightly jealous, even though he understood that the past could not be changed. The awkwardness in the conversation between Peter and Luke created a moment both humorous and subtle, as if the two were walking on a thin wire where a single misstep could lead anywhere. Peter was embarrassed while Luke tried to maintain composure, creating an almost everyday situation between superheroes capable of lifting buildings or breaking down walls with a single punch. Sometimes I wonder, if Peter Parker and Jessica Jones had truly ended up together, would their lives have become gentler or infinitely more complicated? When thinking of Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane Watson, who left deep marks on Peter's life, one cannot help but imagine an alternate timeline where Jessica walked beside Spider-Man. It would likely be a journey full of chaos, yet brilliance. Jessica Jones possesses extraordinary strength, but she has never been an invincible symbol. Her body can still be damaged by bullets, and severe injuries can bring her down like any other person. What sets Jessica apart lies in her resilience and recovery rate, which far exceed that of an ordinary human. A hit from a baseball bat that would knock us out would only stun her for a moment. Jessica's physical strength is many times greater, and her thickened skin makes her nearly immune to most violent impacts. However, Jessica does not stand out only because of her strength. Her sharp mind and investigative instincts have saved her from countless dangerous situations. She notices tiny clues others overlook and analyzes spoken words as if seeing through the disguise of those before her. Her skill in reading psychology allows her to detect lies from a glance or a breath, making her a true detective in a chaotic city. These traits make up the unique appeal of Jessica Jones. With or without powers, she always moves forward, fighting with unyielding will and a mind that refuses to collapse. Jones lifted one of Kilgrave's henchmen with a single hand. Jones possesses physical strength far beyond that of a normal person, especially evident in her build and muscular mass. She can completely crush an alarm clock with her bare hands, or throw a shoe at the ceiling with enough force to crack it, both happening during moments when she was trying to sleep off drunkenness. She can easily lift the rear end of a slowly moving car, throw guns through walls, break chains, locks, and metal hinges, bend metal rods and panels, smash glass and marble with her fists, and casually topple multiple metal cabinets like dominoes. Even as a child, she was strong enough to accidentally rip a bathroom sink from the wall and lift it above her head with one hand. Jessica Jones can launch herself off the ground and glide through the air. Although she has not fully mastered her flying ability, she can cross great distances and heights with a single leap, especially when jumping onto rooftops and balconies. Jones herself calls this controlled falling and like jumping before dropping. She has used this ability to climb the fire escape of a building across from Luke's and to reach the balcony of Trish Walker's apartment. She once attempted to fly over Luke Cage, who was under Kilgrave's control at the time, to pursue him, but he grabbed her leg and threw her away. When Kilgrave ordered Robin and the members of the Kilgrave Victim Support Group to hang themselves at Niku, she jumped up and grabbed a ceiling pipe to hold their nooses so she could break them and set them free. The city trembled with mysterious whispers as Elektra tracked a group of assassins connected to the Hand. Her goal was to recover a stolen weapon, an item capable of igniting an underground war between brutal organizations. Meanwhile, Jessica Jones was investigating the disappearance of a client, and the scattered clues unexpectedly led her to the very area where Elektra was operating, as if fate itself was quietly pulling their paths closer together. When both women pursued the same target, they crossed paths in a shadowed corner of the street. Tension flared between them like sparks meeting wind. Elektra wanted to cut through every problem with her signature speed and icy precision. Jessica, suspicious that Elektra's presence was tied to the chain of incidents she was investigating, immediately assumed the mysterious assassin was involved in all the trouble. Elektra was silent and sharp as steel, while Jessica was blunt, irritated, and ready for confrontation. Their argument quickly escalated into a clash when Elektra struck first, hoping to end everything before the situation slipped out of control. Jessica responded instantly. Elektra's lightning-fast kicks targeted Jessica's weak joints, while Jessica used raw power to shatter the assassin's precise attacks. The fight spilled across rooftops, through misty alleyways, and into an abandoned warehouse. Elektra moved with shadow-like grace, doing everything she could to throw Jessica off balance. Even so, Jessica remained firm, each counterstrike sounding like a roar challenging the darkness around her. At the height of the battle, the mastermind behind everything suddenly appeared and launched an attack on both of them. In that moment, Elektra and Jessica realized they could not keep fighting each other when the real threat was right before them. Their movements began to synchronize, as if choreographed in advance. After taking down the villain, Elektra understood that Jessica was not someone she needed to eliminate. Jessica also realized that Elektra's presence had nothing to do with opposing her. As the dust settled, the initial hostility shifted into a quiet acknowledgement of each other's strength and resolve. In a one-on-one fight, Elektra holds the advantage in assassin skills, speed, and precision. But Jessica possesses overwhelming physical strength, exceptional durability, and only needs a single clean hit to bring Elektra down. Jessica Jones is the winner. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That is the video for today. Thank you very much.